Hey, hi there, this is Billy Moffat from Billy Moffat Music, and if you're not listening to this show, there's something wrong with your bloody brain.
This is Ryan Whitting, and you're listening to another episode of Rockin You All Night, where we talk all things rock, all things metal, and all things with strings. And if you don't like it, then you must not rock. My guest this week is one of the greatest musical score and soundtrack composers in the world today, Billy Moffat, and we're coming at you from the Florida Theater in Jacksonville, Florida. So sit back, hold tight, and get ready for Rockin' You All Night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the honor of sitting next to, once again, the first two-time guest on Rockin' You All Night, a man who not only is the bassist in One Night of Queen, a man who not only contributes his song Superhero to Rockin' You All Night, but a man who single-handedly made Rockin' You All Night a common phrase in Europe, Scandinavia, and the subcontinent, and a man who is one of the best musical composers of soundtrack songs and musical scores in the world today, bar none. And he's that's
a bold statement, yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one.
And he's not a bad chef either.
Hey.
Of course, I'm talking about Billy Moffat.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Billy, how are you, sir? It's good to see you again.
Good to be back.
Did you miss me?
Of course I did, always.
Was Phoenix the same without me?
No, it's not the same.
Rob Halford didn't show up again?
No, he never did, no.
Never. Oh, see, if
that's
I was there.
I think he was in Russia or somewhere like that.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah,
So we are here in Jacksonville at the Florida Theater. One Night of Queen is here. Billy, of course, is performing. And I'm here to talk about a lot of things, particularly your solo songs. For those that don't know, go to BillyMoffatMusic.com. You can go to Billy Moffat Music on Facebook, SoundCloud, and all that. But Billy, you've got the intro that I give. It's not shtick. Like you have some of the awesomest songs that are out there that are ready for TV and movie soundtrack scores. Like they're ready to go.
Yeah.
And you've got a gang of them out there. What we need to do is tell people more about that. What do you have on the horizon for your songs? Do you have any TV shows or soundtrack scores or video games or
there's
other podcasts?
Well, no, there's nothing lined up. It's I've just been working really hard. That's what they say. Work on your craft and keep working on it. And so once things was ready, then I would release it to the world kind of thing, and not before. So, and it's always getting good exposure from like people like yourself and different. But I was always in the back burner, just waiting, because the last thing you want to do is go out there and I don't know, sell yourself when you're not ready.
Right. So you've heard some good theme music on some podcasts lately?
Oh yeah. You hear so many different ones. To be honest.
Do I have the best theme music though for a podcast?
I suppose you do.
I think I do too.
I think you do. So, but there's so many great composers out there now, and it's phenomenal the talent that's out there. So, it's very stiff competition. So.
Yeah,
you've got to try and be a bit different,
Right, and I think you're doing it better than anybody, as good if not better than anybody that I've heard. And I listen to music is my thing. But your songs are phenomenal. Like every darn one of them. I was telling you,
they're all different as well, kind of thing.
They are. They're all like different scenes of a movie. As I listen to every one of them, I can see certain scenes of a movie that's not yet made, that's not yet produced. I was telling you one of the songs. I was on the beach writing some of the things that I was writing, and I could just see this movie happening because I'm listening to your tracks. When you're writing these songs, are you envisioning a movie or a scene of a movie as you're writing them?
No, not necessarily. No, it's how can I say? Scratch my nose and make me look like as if I'm lying, which I'm not. Honest to God. You know, when I write tracks, I've spoke to friends. I spoke to Sarah about this and whatnot. You know, when I get halfway through the night, because back home in Scotland, I've got my Pro Tools rig, set up.
Right.
And something happened there. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Good.
So when I'm back home in Scotland, I'm normally sitting up late, working on my Pro Tools rig and whatnot, and I'll maybe write one melody, and then it builds up. It's like everything else. You build up. It's like a painting,
Right.
And you build up everything round about it, and before you know it, something big's come up, and I always say to whatever roundabout, I said, thank you very much for helping me, because half the time when I actually hear the track finished, I think, how did I write that?
Really?
Yes, that's the God's honest truth. I know it sounds a bit bizarre, but maybe it's the red wine, the vast quantities of red wine I drink. I'm not really sure, but I always say, thank you very much, wherever you are,
Right.
for giving me that track, because half the time I don't believe I've written that track. If that makes any sense.
It does. You're doing like almost all instruments by yourself, right? Or you have any outside help on? I know you have some outside musicians.
Sometimes, when off the last EP that I had, Musical Crime,
which I've reviewed on the R.Y.A.N review.
Hoorah!
Yeah.
Hoorah! And I used a trumpet player. He was Jason Sellers, awesome. And on drums, Gordon McNeil, awesome player and a brother, and he's fabulous, producer, mixer, engineer, stuff
He's
like that.
Gordobot on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
So big plug to Gordon, and we recorded it there, but. And the boys, Gordon put his input into that, and
you've had Malcolm on
yes,
some of your songs?
Yeah, Malcolm played on both Musical Crime Part 1 and Part 2.
Okay.
And he played on the track Lost as well.
Right.
Yeah, so, but apart from that, all the other tracks, I've done them pretty much myself.
You've done them all?
Myself, yeah.
This is why I say, like, the intro, I say, like, one of the best composers, because you're not just writing the music, you're performing all parts and engineering in large part. Like, that's a real composer. Where sometimes, I know musicians, they can all play something, but a lot of them can't engineer and do all instrumentation, but you're doing all of that. So.
Well, I'm trying my best, and then if I do get stuck at any given point, I'll go and see Gordon.
Okay.
Because it was him that got me set up with the whole Pro Tools thing and whatnot.
So Gordon's the guru.
Yes.
Okay.
He's he was the man. Don't get me wrong, Ryan. I've been writing tracks since I started when I was 10.
Oh wow.
And I'm kind of old now.
29 now. So
Okay, I'll give you a backhander later. There you go.
I just turned 27, so yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So yes, slightly older than that, but and so when I seen Gordon set up, he's got the big SSL desk and all that. Then there's so many great albums being recorded on it. So, and that just inspired me. And the other thing, it was a composer. I'm sure it was Donald Arnold,
okay.
and he wrote the soundtrack for the TV series Sherlock Holmes.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and that totally blew my mind when I first heard that. When I put on the DVD, and you had the music at the start of the DVD. And that blew my mind. I thought, wow, I'd always been a big Morricone fan and all that, and Hans Zimmer and all these John Williams and whatnot. Always loved them, but for some reason, the music on this box set just blew my mind. It only lasts for something like 30 seconds as well.
Right.
And I heard it and I thought, wow, and I actually said to one of my friends at the time, I'm not going to mention any names, but I said, I'm going to write something like that.
Okay.
And his reply was, how dare you? Do you know how long it takes to do all this kind of stuff? And whatnot. Then I said, look, hey dude, man, so the fact that I was put down, you know, like, you could never write something like that. And I thought, we'll bloody wait and see about that.
Yeah.
So, and that's how it kind of started.
Oh, okay.
I've always loved writing music and stuff, but I thought, do you know what, I'm going to try my hand at writing soundtrack music now, opposed to writing songs or whatever. And I just fell in love with the whole process, to be honest. I thought, because you don't need a singer now, you know, and it's when you've got a singer, then it always leads to trouble, I feel. You know?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So if you don't have a singer, you take them out of the equation, then it's just music, and it's everything's happy. So,
yeah.
So there you go.
Wow. I want to go through 3 of the tracks that I love. I mean, you know, I love all your music, of course, and I from the bottom of my heart, and anyone listening to this or watching this, like, just for you to allow me, for this interview, but to have your song "Superhero" to be the theme music of this show. I mean, I can't even thank you enough, because that track
that's cool, man. It's cool.
That track is so awesome. It's the first time I heard that, I'm like, this would be good theme music or music for a movie or something.
Yeah.
And that's when I reached out to you. I'm like, can I use this? And
of course.
Yeah, I mean, I can't thank you enough, because it fits so well.
Hey, you're very welcome, man.
Of all these things to do. There's 3 that I want to talk about, though. In particular, these are my 3 new faves. I have all of Billy's, everything that you do, you know, I love. But let me go through first track, the track "Human." When I was writing, maybe a week or 2 back, I was just writing something, and I was on the beach, and it makes me sound like such a bum, right? I'm just writing something on the beach. But there was a dad and a little kid, like, walking along the beach, and I had your song "Human" playing, and to me it was like a soundtrack for a scene of a movie. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like perfect. And I don't believe in coincidence or happenstance, but that song I just really thought is like, I don't know, maybe like coming of age or human evolving, like little kid growing up to be man like his dad, like that, you know, that passage of time. It meant so much, just seeing that. I can still see it in my mind. But that track just has an awful lot of meaning to me. Well, where does that track come from? What inspires that? Or tell me something behind the scenes on that.
What kind of happened when I was writing that track, I felt so, I'm going to sound like a dick here, but
not more than me. People hate you.
Continue. It was the fact that, you know, I felt sorry for mankind and just humans in general. What we've created, this monster, you know, that everyone's so fame hungry, and they'll do anything for their 5 minutes of nonsense. And you know, and it's me. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. Well, I'm saying this and I'm sitting here, but you know, I've kept my mouth shut for many years
until now.
But the thing is, you know, and I felt so sad for mankind, really, and you know, and I thought, you know, when I wrote it, and all the pieces were falling into place, and I thought, what am I going to call this? Because, you know, what does it remind me of? And I thought I'd call it "Human," because we have to go back to that loving state and just helping each other, opposed to "fuck you, Jack, I'm okay and I'll just look out for myself." Yeah. It's about helping people, you know, and just, that's what life's about, just helping one another. So
where do you think we went wrong? Because I noticed it about less than 10 years ago. I noticed something's different.
Yeah, you know, the media, it's all, you know, it's, you know, just, I don't go for the whole media thing.
It's pitting everyone against everyone.
It certainly is, you know, and it's a big competition, you know, and I don't, life shouldn't be about that.
Yeah,
So I felt sorry for, I know that sounds, I really shouldn't be saying that, but you know, I felt sorry for mankind, the way it's the way it's turned out.
How do we get back?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think part of
a big ass explosion. I don't know. I don't mean a big ass explosion like someone's ass exploded. You know, a big kaboom. Who knows? You know, and then we'll start again, I suppose. I don't know.
I think, honestly, like, in my opinion, and then it shows about you, but I think the only way to do it is through music, because it's the one thing that
gets
brings
across
people together.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's why it's so important for you and others just to keep pushing out music, and we need to get exposing that. So I think that's I think that might be the only way to bring back the good old days.
Yeah, for sure.
That weren't even that old.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. But the thing is, you know, I think, see, when you write instrumental music, I think you can put up more emotion into a piece of music than opposed to, I may be wrong saying this, than opposed to having a singer doing the thing. You know, I think you can put more emotion into like just a nice piece of music. So
I think you're right, because people then have their own interpretation.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me go to yet another track, another masterpiece from a true artiste. Last Wish.
Oh,
That song, for lack of a better term, just fill in your favorite expletive, amazing.
right.
I
Well,
just love that track. Just love that track.
you're picking all the kind of doom and gloom ones, but never mind. Never mind. Well, see, I'd written that on, I think it was last year, over here.
Okay.
I'd written it on Logic Pro X, and I think you know. See, sometimes when you're writing, you know, and your blood sugars are low after a night on the sauce, you know, and you've got a hangover. And
what was the drink of choice that night?
I have no idea. There's many different drinks, you know, and it was called Last Wish, as you probably you know, it starts with a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Well, I remember I finished it with a flat line. Boo, at the end, so it was somebody's last wish, and it was all about choirs and angels and all this kind of shit, you know. So, and I actually let our sound engineer Terry hear it, and then when it finished, he was like, "Well, that was a bit fucking morbid, wasn't it?" And I was like, "Oops." So anyway, so the way that it kind of finishes, it doesn't finish with a flat line anymore. It finishes with a heartbeat just fading away, kind of thing. So, but yes, it was about the whole angels thing, you know, if there is such a thing, you know.
So your last wish, what's your last meal that day?
My last meal.
Hopefully that day doesn't come anytime soon.
Well, I don't bloody know. Something with hummus. I don't know.
Okay.
No idea. Broccoli and hummus. There you go.
What's the last drink of choice?
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, it either has to be Tito's and cola, or I don't bloody know. What was I drinking last night? A rum runner. That was the first time I'd ever tried one of those.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were slightly sozzled last night, you know. It was one of those kind of things. So yeah, I did enjoy that.
One day I'll have to try one of those with you.
Yes, a rum runner. There you go.
I would probably get messed up real quick. Here's another one that I absolutely love for a number of reasons. Because of one, it's your track, but it's also got one of your other
colleagues.
Colleagues, yeah. Need Time Away.
Oh, right. Okay.
Tell me that's not foreshadowing the end of you performing.
Well, you would think it kind of sounds like that, but it's really not. It's about an ex-member of One Native Queen, and that, you know, poor fellow just needed time away from touring. Okay. Touring life, you know, it was messing up things. So, he needed time away.
And Gary sings on that. Gary Mullen sings on that.
Yes, he does.
And is it you doing all the other instruments on it?
Yes. Well, there was a certain gentleman that played the piano on it.
Okay.
You know, and
Malcolm?
No.
Not Malcolm?
No. His name was Martin Campbell. And so he played the piano on that one. And I got David Brockett from the One Native Queen show, got him to play lead guitar on it. But the rhythm guitars and the bass and I wrote the whole thing.
So it's almost an ONOQ original song.
Kind of.
Yeah, you kind of got all the pieces there.
Yeah, ex-members and recent members.
Right, and so where I'm going with it is like when I heard that, two things I thought. It had that Queen innuendo vibe to it.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's initially what I thought. I was like, oh, this has like an innuendo vibe. It's certainly not the same by any means, but it had that same kind of feel to it. My second thought was, when is there a One Night of Queen whole album of original material? Because you guys have been touring all these years, 12 world tours now, and or more, 12 tours of the U.S.
Yes.
You've been touring much longer.
17 years.
17, wow, dude.
Yeah,
congrats. That's a long, that's a good run.
It's a long time to be stuck on a tour bus. You know,
do you have plans of making an original album of material with these guys?
It would be nice. It'd be really nice. I've asked the guys many times.
What's the hold up?
They've all got their other things that they want to pursue.
It's just one album. What the hell's the deal? It's just one album. Crack the whip on these guys.
I have tried. Believe you me, I have tried. Maybe they don't want to or something. I don't know. But
Okay.
they're always busy saying that they're doing their own things and whatnot, which is cool as well,
Yeah.
But I figured, because everyone in the show is to a high level, it would be something else, to actually hear this, But then again, who would be the man who writes the songs? Who would be the person who does all that? But that's the thing. So you couldn't have, let's say, there's too many chiefs, and there is too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Right.
So therefore, I think that's where the problem would start, because it's in every great band there's maybe one or two dudes.
Right.
Whereas everyone in this band is more than capable of writing.
I
stuff,
just look at it from a fan's perspective, because we want more stuff, and I know with, you have a CD out there. There's a DVD that used to be out there, but it's like, I know at some point, like, you can't sell some of that stuff.
I have no
because it's
idea.
got the Queen name on it.
Yeah, that's something I
Don't know. Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with me. I just perform in the show.
Right.
I'm just that.
So I'm just saying, as a fan, we would like more. I think you could really have that out there that fans could buy and generate some revenue and be just another, if nothing else, it's a good keepsake for fans of, like, because all the Queen band members have their own solo projects.
Yes, for sure.
There's no reason you guys shouldn't.
No, exactly. So, but no, the way I see it, I'm just a musical slut, and I'll play in anyone's.
It's not a bad thing.
I just that's the way. I just keep my options open, and as you'll see on my music, it's all very diverse. I don't try and pigeonhole myself to basically sound like Queen, or sound like R.Y.A.N, or sound like Motorhead, or sound like Chic, or sound like ABBA, or who knows. So that's not something that I'd ever do, is pigeonhole.
I don't think you have. Yeah, no. That's...
And if anything, I think when you listen to my stuff, I think there's a darker undertone. This kind of gothic, kind of darker bloody tone that sparks around about my music. So
Okay.
I think that's how I think when people have said to me, like, you can definitely tell when it's your music. There's a slight dark edge to it, so kind of thing.
Maybe so. I see it as every time that I listen to a track, some that you've sent me and some that some are out there and you've got more, but I always see scenes of a movie that haven't yet been made, or a video game that hasn't yet put in there.
Yeah, for sure. That's a road I'd love to go down, say, like video games.
Okay.
I'd love to go down that, because I've had the odd occasion, something like that.
I could totally...
losing time, so...
some of your tracks, I think, need to show up on Mario Kart and some of these.
Hey, get in. But as I said, I'm more than willing to try that route.
Are you working with anybody now?
No.
Not Billy Sheehan, not anybody.
No. I talked to Big Bill. I call him my big bass bro.
Triple B.
So it's when I met Billy, that blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind.
When did you meet him?
We were at a show. It was in Scotland, and it was a small venue, and a place called Motherwell, of all places. It was the craziest thing, which was only 10 minutes from where I'm staying. So anyway, I sent Big Bill a message. I'd messaged him years ago on MySpace, and is that all right? Okay. So I'd messaged him on MySpace many years ago, and he answered me then. So anyway, on Instagram, I thought I'd give him a message to see, and I said, "Hey, big guy, we're coming to see the Sons of Apollo, show.
Yeah.
It'd be great to catch up with you, or, if I could meet you, and you could sign. I've got one of the original Attitude basses that, how he designed. Yeah. I've got one of the original ones, so... and I said, would you sign it? And he said, yeah, for sure, man. So I said, come down and let me know when you're here. So I went down and I sent him a message. I couldn't believe it. I was sending a message to Billy Sheehan. God, and so couldn't believe it. And so he came out to the back door, and I've got lots of pictures, you know, you think it was bloody Christmas, you know, like John, I took John, the drummer of One Night of Queen, and I took David, you know, David Brockett, I took him as well because he's a massive fan, Billy Sheehan as well. Who isn't, you know, in the rock world, probably the most famous rock bass guitarist that ever lived, so in my opinion. So, and there's many great bass players, you know, but Big Bill's he's at the top of the tree. So. And so he came down, you know, and they signed my bass and chatted for a good while, and then, you know, that was a bit from me to you when he was on stage, and I was like, wow, and then he made a mistake and went, you know,
I'm just a guy.
And you know, he said, you know, I said, man, you are God.
Yeah.
And he says, hey man, he goes, no, I'm just a guy. You know, and I was like, I like you even more. I mean, so yeah, so it was amazing, totally amazing, man. Blew my mind. Hopefully, and then when I went to LA, we were staying there, and he said to me, because I was having a problem with my bones and whatnot, you know, and on my joints and whatnot, and he said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you my chiropractor's name and address.
Oh, no kidding.
So so I went to Big Bill's chiropractor, personal chiropractor.
Wow.
That blew my mind, you know. So went there, got lost. Billy was saying it's only from where you're staying, it's only about 5 minutes walk, and I think I picked him up wrong. Anyway, I jumped in that Uber, ended up about bloody half an hour away down the freeway somewhere, went to the wrong address, had to get an Uber all the way back to find out that it was only 5 minutes from the hotel.
Oh wow!
So yes, I kind of buggered that up. So
that was a long 5-minute walk.
It certainly was, and it cost me about $70 just to get there. You know, so I was like, bugger.
What are some of your favorite Billy Sheehan tracks?
Oh God, there's so many. You know, it's like when it's like Elephant Gun. You know, when all the bass lines on there, Shy Boy, obviously. You know, so yeah, it's just there's so many.
Yeah.
And then the album Holy Cow, you know, just pick a track. You know, so
amazing stuff. Let me go to. You know, I have a signature segment, but I'm starting a new one. It's called In the Year 2525.
Okay.
In the year 2525, that is, of course, if man is still alive. When Billy Moffat music comes up, what are people going to say?
By God, that guy was a bit strange, wasn't he? His music's a bit weird. I mean, but hey, it's pretty good, I suppose. You know, I'd like to be weird and straight and boring. You know.
All right. Next one. In the year of 2525, that is, of course, if man is still alive.
Fair enough.
When the name One Night of Queen comes up, what are people going to say?
Do we still remember them? No, I don't know. By God, I think that was a good show. Remember that? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
All right.
How long ago was that? Yeah.
How long ago was it? Okay. You want to sing the verse on this one?
No.
In the year 2525, that is, of course, if man is still alive, when the name John Deacon comes up, what are people going to say?
Oh, now you're talking. Oh, legend.
Okay.
Legend. Yeah.
Are we going to know anything more of him, of what he does behind the scenes?
I wouldn't have thought so.
No.
Do you know, there was a time that allegedly he'd been to see us in the Isle of Man.
Okay.
And we were doing a gig at the Gaiety Theatre, which is a massive theatre in the Isle of Man, you know.
Yeah.
And that's where my mum's family's from, the Isle of Man, you know. And does that keep stopping?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Right.
It's all
so, so yes, so John Deacon, you know, apparently been to see us in the Isle of Man. And as I said, that's where my mum's side's from. That's where my other family that I've never met.
Okay.
You know, I've never met them. So anyway, so we were doing a gig at the Gaiety Theatre, massive big place, and apparently the manager came up to us at the end of the gig. I was in my dressing room and whatnot. This is maybe about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe something like that. And he said, "You'll never guess who was in the audience tonight." And I said, "Well, who was that?" And he said, "John Deacon." It's like, "You're having a bloody laugh, aren't you?" And he's like, no,
Wow.
no, he's regular. He comes and visits one of the Trog boys who stays over there. And yeah, he'd been to the show and he loved it.
No kidding.
No shit, man, yeah.
Wow.
So, John Deacon, there you go.
John, yeah.
Legend.
Does it get any better than it? Wow.
No.
Yeah, amazing. In the movie, I know you saw the movie.
Yes.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Your thoughts on it?
Oh, I loved it.
It was amazing, right?
The timelines were a bit odd.
A little bit off, yeah.
Yeah, they were off. But do you know what? So what?
Yeah, great movie. Did you only see it once?
Yes.
I saw it twice actually. I was like, okay. I know there was things that I missed.
Yeah, I'll buy it in DVD.
There you go.
When I get off this tour. So.
The one thing that I was, and I'm not a critic at all, but the one thing I was like they didn't. It just seemed like they didn't give John Deacon enough credit for.
They never do.
Things.
They never do.
I wonder why. It's just weird
So,
to me.
it's because you've got so many egos. To be honest,
Maybe
they'll think he's the quiet man of the band, but it's like when you've got songs like "You're My Best Friend" and "Another One Bites the Dust."
Yeah.
You know, and there was of course, many other tracks that John had written.
Phenomenal stuff.
Yes, an amazing guy.
Let me go to the signature segment. Ryan Whitting's This or That. You've played this once before.
Yes, go on then.
I
don't know what to think now. Go on then.
Do you have your seatbelt on? All right, here we go. I give you two things, and you tell me this or that. Highlander or the Highland Games?
Highlander or the Highland Games? Oh, bugger.
Not an easy question, right?
Yeah. Oh. I'd go for the Highland Games.
Highland Games?
Yeah, because then they're tossing the caber and all these things. All the real things. Highlander's just kind of, that's all made up shit. So Highland Games.
Got a good soundtrack, though.
It does have a good soundtrack, you're right.
Have you done caber tossing in this case?
I wouldn't have thought so. Have you seen me? I'm a skinny mini.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe when you're a younger guy, an athlete in high school, I thought maybe you'd do this.
No.
No? Okay. Well, don't scold me. I'm asking.
but thanks very much. We'll keep that tossing the caber thing to the big guys. I'm only a skinny guy, so.
Are the guys in Scotland that do that the strongest in the world?
Them and the Scandinavians, I would imagine so.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, and those crazy dudes.
Unreal. Here we go. Next question. This or that. Sheer heart attack or dragon attack?
Ooh! Funnily enough, we do dragon attack in the set now.
Oh, really? It's back in?
It's back in. Yeah. So I'll say dragon attack. Come on, the dragon attack.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you guys do that one.
Yeah. Well, it's in tonight.
Awesome, dude. Any other surprises tonight?
I'm not telling you.
All right. Okay. Well, that brings me to my next question. Son and daughter or father to son?
Ooh.
And if you tell me son and daughter's in the set list, I'm going to jump for joy.
I'm telling you nothing. Father to son.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think some of these songs, like Son and Daughter and Father to Son, they're phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal songs. They get buried to where, like, even real Queen fans, alleged Queen fans, say, "Oh, I don't remember that track." It's like, how did those get buried? Become deep cuts in your opinion?
Well, it's because they get overshadowed by the obvious.
Yeah.
I think people go out there, I think initially buy the greatest hits. The greatest hits one, and all these other tracks, they get completely overshadowed. And it's when you delve in deeper to the whole world of Queen.
Yeah.
That's when you think, God damn, listen to that. Listen, there's so many layers to this big onion.
The first time that I heard Son and Daughter, I'm like, oh my god, this is like the best rock and roll song ever. Like that guitar solo, it's just phenomenal. And radio never plays that. It confuses me that people, many songs, not just the Queen. Overlook these things sometimes.
Exactly. It's funny how people pick up on these things, but the only thing you can say to people is buy the albums.
Right.
Don't buy the hits. Buy the albums. And delve in deeper, and you'll go into a different world.
Be amazed.
Yes, for sure.
Here we go. Next question. Get down or make love?
Oh. Is that just not the same thing?
Well,
that's the same track.
I prefer getting down.
Pass. Don't know. Sarah, help. Right, carry on.
All right. We don't want Sarah to add in her...
No, don't you say a word.
Okay, all right. All right, here we go. Doing All Right or Rockin You All Night?
Oh, it'd have to be Rockin You All Night. There you go.
Plug
for the man.
Correct answer on that one.
Plug for the man.
There we go. I like this guy already. Here we go. Next question. A Night at the Opera or One Night of Queen?
Ooh, Night at the Opera.
Come on, wrong answer. One Night of Queen.
What? But look, if it wasn't for the boys, and if it wasn't for David Brockett, we wouldn't be sitting here.
That's a good point.
Because, you know, Queen, awesome. And then David Brockett put the band together.
Really?
Yes, it was David Brockett.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's the man. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be sitting here.
No kidding. Well, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have a show that gets major stars or gets heard in all these countries. So
there you go. Woohoo! Hoorah!
Yeah. So we're teamwork makes the dream work. That's what they're saying.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Here we go. Clam sauce linguine or Alfredo fettuccine?
Oh, clam sauce. There you go.
Why?
Because I love my seafood.
Seafood?
Yeah, man.
Does Scotland have the best seafood in the world?
Yes, we do.
Better here than Florida?
Oh, for sure. Hands down, man.
Really?
Yeah. Normally, all the Scottish seafood, we export it out. And it's a damn shame that, you know, us Scots...
You're giving it away.
Yeah, we export it out. Yeah, bugger. Yeah, I remember talking to a lot of the fish farmers sometimes when we play up north and whatnot. And he was telling me, he said, it's a shame that Scottish people don't eat more fish. We export it all out. I was like, you're having a laugh.
Really?
He goes, no. He goes, I'm telling the truth, dude. He goes, we export all this. I was like, wow, that's a shame. So a lot of your fish probably comes from my neck of the woods.
I did not know that. I kind of figured it probably, made it over here.
Yeah.
But of course I've never been, but I didn't know that. I kind of figured it was probably the best in the world.
It is.
There.
Yeah, and the salmon, you can't beat it.
Really?
Yeah.
Salmon up there.
Salmon,
yeah.
yes.
Oh wow, dude! I have to get over there to just try some of that.
Awesome.
I have to try to get some of that. What are the other great foods in Scotland besides?
Oh, you need to get out there and try and find that haggis up in the hills. You know.
Really?
Yeah. It's only a small little thing.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you hunt them with?
Yeah, like like whatever you can find.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
What are the best Scottish desserts?
I don't know, but by the way, the haggis thing, I'm taking a piss.
Okay.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Tell me, I was like, Ryan, really?
Why did I ask the question? How do you hunt? I'm like, haggis. I don't. Okay.
That's funny. Anyway, it doesn't matter, right? So, the best dessert, well, I don't eat desserts, so I wouldn't really know.
Oh, you're not a dessert person?
No.
Okay. Right.
And I've just stopped eating beef and chicken, and so I'm pescatarian now.
Okay.
Yep, so me and John, he's vegan on the tour, pescatarian, so, and there's not a lot of fish goes around at night, so we end up eating a lot of the kind of vegan, vegetarian stuff, and it's quite a smelling funky bus sometimes. We won't go into that, but it's kind of funny, but we always get the blame, so because we lots of hummus and broccolis and stuff like that. So anyway, however,
and curry.
Yeah. Yeah. Last night we found me and Sarah went and we found the food dog. What was it called?
We found dog food last night?
We found dog food. Was it the food dog vendors, I think it's called? And that was Indian food, but it was all hippy dippy. Yeah. And it was lovely. It was strange but nice.
It's not like your country?
No.
Is there a difference with the curry dishes there than here?
Besides
for
price,
sure. Obviously.
Yeah. Well, see the tikka masala. Yeah. Was there's a big debate where it was first born. It was either Manchester or Glasgow, and we found it was born in Glasgow.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
There you go. So the tikka masala born in Glasgow.
I will not disagree with that. I just love it. I absolutely love that.
Cool, man.
Speaking of other things that I love.
Oh yeah.
Look who's on the cover of issue 27 of the Metal Mag. Among other dignitaries, we have Don Dokken, Gus G, Richie Kotzen, Vinnie Moore, and Billy Moffat. And the three Tremors, Ripper Owens, Sean Peck.
Yeah.
Barry Conklin's on there as well.
Vinnie Moore, as I said, the Richie Kotzen thing, awesome. Vinnie Moore, awesome. The rest of you guys, awesome. So to be on the front of this cover, wow, dude, man. That
amazing stuff. I don't know some of these people on. There's Ryan Whitting, whoever that guy is. He's on.
Is that not you?
It may. Allegedly, it is me.
There you go. See, you're on the cover as well, dude. But totally amazing, absolutely amazing, man.
Isn't it a cool mag? I mean,
it really is. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's just not. I mean,
there's something in there, dude.
Okay, okay, let me take that.
Don't know what that is. So
that might be.
But
something confidential.
It could be. But super cool. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you are, and that was one of the pictures I took. But yeah, this is. I just love the fact that these interviews and getting you in print. And
there's Richie. Hey, the man.
Richie's so great.
He's awesome.
He wore false teeth on the show. And
really?
Spoke to me in character. It was,
it
was wild.
Oh, was it?
He was pranking everybody with that. But
yeah, he's absolutely. I'd love to meet him. I think he's a cool guy.
He's amazing. Yeah. This is your copy of the Metal Mag. This interview here. I'll get this published in the mag again, and
cool, man.
We'll go from there. But I just love you to have that. And
awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Should do the last question of this.
Go on then, man.
Here we go. All right, toughest question.
Go on then.
Ryan Whitting, that's that guy on the cover of that magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Or pipe fitting.
Well, it'd have to be you, dude.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
There you go. No, hey, you're the man. Go on, Ryan.
Finally, somebody chose me.
Go on, Ryan.
People usually don't choose me on that question.
The
home run hitting, I can't do it. Crocheting and knitting, I didn't get chosen over that.
It's kind of strange. Don't get me wrong. That's crochet. That's kind of strange for a man. Never mind. We won't hold that against you, Ryan.
All right.
There you go. It's all good.
Billy, thank you so much for again, not just this interview, not just the last couple of tours, but I've been seeing you since your first tour of the States in 2008, or I think the first time you came to Phoenix might have been 2009.
Yeah.
And I've always been there in the front row, and just I can't thank you enough for just agreeing to be on the show last year, because that really got the ball rolling for what I do with these interviews. I can't thank you enough for
it's cool, man.
All the nights of Queen, not just one night of Queen, but all that you do, and your music is so kick-ass, man. I mean, it's really the best. Again, those that are listening, go to BillyMoffatMusic.com. Check out Billy Moffat Music on Instagram, on Facebook. And
SoundCloud, don't forget that.
SoundCloud.
That's where you'll hear all my latest stuff.
Yeah, Billy Moffat Music on SoundCloud as well. But I can't thank you enough for being Billy Moffat.
Hey, thank you so much, dude.
Yeah,
thank you.
Can't thank you enough. Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
Oh, sitting having coffee with Hans Zimmer.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not bad, eh? Or having a beer or R.Y.A.N with Billy Sheehan, or chatting to Richie Kotzen. That'd be cool. And so I don't know. So don't know, but having a coffee with Hans Zimmer, I think I would pee myself, to be honest.
Well,
but you never know.
I think
fingers crossed.
I might have to be there to record that piss pantsing, pants pissing, or
whatever you want to call it. That'd be funny, but I'd be like, God damn. So yes, you never know what's around the corner. So you've just got to, the way I see it, just be nice to everyone. Try and write the best that you possibly can write. Try and think out the box. Don't try and write like everyone else, because that's a big thing, that people try and do in the soundtrack world. It's all all this big chase scene, and all this kind of thing, and a lot of people just sound the same. Right. And the way that I'm trying to approach this is trying to sound a little bit different.
Well, it certainly does, and again, I see it, I envision it in my mind. Any track that I hear of yours is like, okay, I see that as a movie scene. If there was any movie out there that you could have your music on, in the past, or present, what do you think would be the best movie that would fit with some of your songs, or just one movie that you think you could?
Oh God, there's so many.
Besides the Star Wars movies.
I'm actually not a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
That's the Star Wars fans. Sarah's a Star Wars fan. So anyway, I would either pick anything to do with Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Or Jaws.
Okay.
There you go. Hence the track, The Deep.
The Deep, yeah.
Yes. Another plug.
So we're taking Jaws over Star Wars.
Yes, for sure.
Jaws was his scene.
I mean, so. And I don't like Star Wars.
See how we did that?
Exactly.
Right. Billy, again, I can't thank you enough for everything. And thank you for being on Rockin You All Night, where we talk all things rock, all things metal, and all things with strings. And if you don't like it,
then you must not rock.
Yeah.
There you have it, another episode of Rockin You All Night. Be sure to follow Rockin You All Night on YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook, and Instagram. The music on this episode is provided by Billy Moffat. Go to BillyMoffatMusic.com to download all of Billy Moffat's songs. And be sure to follow Billy Moffat on YouTube and Billy Moffat Music on SoundCloud, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to go to GaryMullenTheWorks.com for everything related to the One Night of Queen World Tour. We'll see you when the sun shines again. Until then, follow along, leave comments, click like and subscribe, and remember, we've only just begun.